Okay, hi guys. In today's lecture, we're going to learn a new unit with new vocabulary words, which is chapter 13. And today, the first word that we're going to look at is 아빠, 아빠. And seeing that today you guys cannot talk since you are moving on a bus, I'm just going to go through the whole lecture quickly, and then you can send me any messages through Kakao Talk if you have any additional questions. So let's start with the first word. The first word is 아빠, 아빠. Even though you cannot speak, I kind of wish that you could kind of say this within your mind. 아빠, you don't need to speak out loud. 아빠. The meaning of 아빠 is dad. Dad. Yeah. So some related words with 아빠, dad, is 우리 아빠. So the first word on the related words list, 우리 아빠 is the first related word, and this means my dad. So usually 우리 means our. But in Korea, we use our, which is 우리, to kind of explain that something belongs to me, belongs to myself. So 우리 can also be my in Korean. So that is why, although the literal meaning of 우리 is our in English, in Korea, in a usual conversation, we say 우리 to indicate that something is mine. Yeah, so that is why 우리 아빠 is my dad. And also, Koreans call Korea itself, we call it 우리 나라. 우리나라. So 우리 is my, right? So my country is Korea, right? So for Koreans, we say 우리나라 to refer to Korea. So if you hear somebody talking about 우리나라, then usually they are referring to Korea, the country. Yeah, so this was about 우리. And then the next word we're going to look at is let's see this one. 아빠가 되다. 아빠가 되다. So this means to become a dad, to become a dad. And 되다 means to become, to become. So you're becoming a dad because now you got married, you're having a baby. That's how you become 아빠, right? A dad. So we call that process 아빠가 되다. Yeah, to become a dad. The next word that we're going to look at is 엄마. 엄마. 엄마 means mom. Mom. So yeah. So usually Koreans say 엄마 and 아빠 together. 엄마 아빠 to indicate that this is referring to your parents. Parents. So when you're calling your parents, we usually say 엄마 아빠. Yeah, kind of, in a relay, 엄마 아빠 together to say to indicate parents. When you call upon parents, when you want to talk to your parents, we say 엄마 아빠 together. Yeah. Okay, so this was the basic overview of the word 아빠 and its related words. So if you have any questions until here, please send me a message. You can just send me through Zoom or Kakao Talk, and I will answer it when I see it. Yeah. Okay, if you have no questions, then we can just proceed. The next word we're going to look at is 바다. 바다. 바다 means sea or ocean. That is what 바다 is. And some related words. 바다에 가다. 바다에 가다. 바다에 가다 means to go to the ocean. To go to the ocean. Yeah. So 가다 means to go. To go. 가다. Koreans say 가자 a lot. 가자. 가자 is let's go. 가자. Yeah. So 가 something. 가 blah blah blah. This means to go. To go. Yeah. And then 바다 낚시. This one. 바다 낚시. 바다 낚시 has the definition of sea fishing. sea fishing. So 낚시 is fishing. 바다 is sea, right? Ocean. So 바다 낚시, it means you're fishing in the sea. Like you're riding a boat on a sea and then you are fishing. This is what Koreans usually do as a hobby a lot. Probably like some 아저씨s, right? 아저씨, maybe like 30, 40, 50. They like 바다 낚시 a lot. Yeah. My 아빠 also likes 바다 낚시. Yeah. So yeah, so 바다 낚시 is sea fishing, and 낚시 here, 낚시 means fishing, right? So this has another meaning, 낚시. 낚시 also means to kind of lie, to lie. So when you're lying to someone, we call it 낚시, right? Because even in a bad meaning or even in a good meaning, like for fun, we call it 낚시 because, like you're fishing for something and then you're like kind of trying to wait for the fish to be fished, right? Through fishing, like kind of have them in a trap. So when you want to trap someone and lie to someone, we call it 낚시 in Korean. So in daily life, when somebody says 낚시, then usually it means, oh, hey, I have been lied to. Maybe I was in like a fraud or I fell into a lie. We call it 낚시 in a conversation. And next one is 바닷가. 바닷가. 바닷가 means beach. Beach. So something 가. Something 가 means like around somewhere. Around somewhere. Yeah. So here 바닷가 is 바다 가, right? 바다 plus 가. And this means around beach. I mean around ocean. Around ocean or sea, right? That's why the definition of 바닷가 is beach, right? Because it's around the sea, and that is what beach is. Like the sand, and the parasols, we call it the beach, right? Where we play beach volleyball. That is what 바닷가 is. Yeah. Usually it should be 바다가, right? Not 바닷가. You see here? Okay. Give me a moment. Yeah, you see here that there is this one, right? 시옷. But here there is no that one. This is just 바다, right? It's just 바다 without any something below. But here in 바닷가, right? There is this one. The reason why is because when you are pronouncing it, if you say 바다가, then it's confusing and then it doesn't really sound nice, right? 바다가. Because something 가 means something is. Something 가. Something 가 means something is, right? You don't need to know this. It's just advanced grammar. Okay. The reason why, so we have this shield in the bottom is because of this grammar, because it's confusing, right? It might sound like the sea is, right? The translation for this might be the sea is. That's why, because it's confusing, you want to say 바닷가 when you are writing this word in paper, because you want to show that you're actually talking about the beach and not about the sea itself. Yeah. I hope this makes sense. Send me a KakaoTalk if you want to know more. And yeah, that is what 바닷가 is. But then when you're just speaking, you can just say 바닷가, or 바다가, doesn't matter. Everybody will just understand. Yeah, this is just grammar in writing. Yeah. And the last word from here is 바닷물. 바닷물. Again, 바닷물, right? Was the something below, the shield below, the alphabet below. This one means seawater. Seawater. So I hope you remember this, but 물 means water, right? We learned this like 2 months ago, I think. And then 물 means water. And then there's 바다 in front, right? 바다. So combined, 바다 plus 물 is what? Seawater, right? Seawater. Yeah, so that's why 바닷물 is seawater, just like the literal meaning. Yeah. Okay. Next word. Next word is 걷다. 걷다. Now, 걷다 means to walk. To walk. Yeah. I think you might question that, oh, hey, teacher, doesn't 걷다 means to collect or to gather? Because usually when Koreans want to collect money, because like you're in a group and then you need to like pay for something together. So like the leader kind of collects money and then just pays for a product, right? So in that case, it is also 걷다. It sounds the same, but it has different meaning. Yeah. Also the spelling is same, but it has a different meaning. This 걷다 means to walk. This 걷다, like 돈을 걷다, for example. This means to collect. To collect. Yeah. So make sure you're not confused with this one. So because the sound is same and the writing is same, the alphabet is all same, you need to kind of look at the context, right? What kind of situation is another person using 걷다? Or is this sentence using 걷다 in a sentence? What kind of context or situation? Yeah. So let's look at some related words that provides you that kind of context or situation. The first word that we're going to look at, the first phrase, is 길을 걷다. 길을 걷다. So this means to walk in the street, right? So 걷다, I told you this means to walk. But since here, 길, you see 길 here, right? I think we also learned this word in the past. 길 means path or street, right? Street. It usually means street. 길, street. So, because this sentence shows you that it's talking about the street, right? You are walking on the street, right? So that is why this 걷다 does not mean to collect, right? Because you cannot collect or gather a street. You walk on a street, right? That's why you can know that here 걷다 means to walk in this phrase. Yeah, that's how the logic works here. Yeah. And then the next phrase that we're going to look at is 빨리 걷다. 빨리 걷다. 빨리 means quick, quick. Koreans usually say, hey, 빨리 빨리, right? 빨리 빨리. This means quickly, quickly. And then 빨리 걷다 means to walk quickly. So it's just literal meaning, right? 빨리 means quickly. 걷다 means to walk. So yeah, it's to walk quickly. Yeah. Next word, 천천히 걷다. This is an antonym, an opposite meaning of 빨리 걷다. 천천히 걷다 means to walk slowly. So 천천히 means slow or slowly. So again, it's a literal meaning. 천천히 걷다 means to walk slowly. 천천히 걷다. And then the next word is 걸어가다. 걸어가다. This means also to walk somewhere. So 걷다 means to walk. So 걷다's meaning is like it's just like a basic starter, basic what should I say? Like basic grammatical root, and it's like a stem verb. I don't know if you know what this means, but this means to like 걷다 is like it can be changed to many other words, right? From 걷다, you are changing the end 다 or you are changing this 걷 to kind of make another sentences, another phrases according to the correct situation that you need to use them. That is what a stem verb is. From this word, you are making another words. But 걸어가다, 걸어가다 is a word that came from the word 걷다 through changing. And 걸어가다 is usually the most used word in Korea, even in conversation or even in grammar or writing. 걸어가다 means to walk. It also means to walk, but it means usually to walk to a certain destination, destination or a place. So like where you want to go, right? 걸어가다 means to walk to a certain place that you want to go or destination. So usually, for example, let's say 학교에 걸어가다. This means 학교 means to school, right? 학교 is school. So 걸어가다 here, I told you that it means to walk to a certain place, right? So this means to walk to school, to walk to school. 걸어가다, right? So usually 걸어가다, the formula is if you see 걸어가다, then the phrase means to walk to blah blah blah. Here, it can be 학교 or anything that comes in front, a noun, a place. Yeah. So because we use 걸어가다 a lot when we talk in a conversation, because your friend might ask, oh, hey, do you want to 걸어가다? Or do you want to like ride a bus, ride a taxi? When somebody asks you, then you need to know, oh, hey, 걸어가다 means to walk somewhere, right? So yeah, that's how it's really helpful in your real life. So please kind of remember the phrase 걸어가다. This means to walk somewhere. Yeah. This is the most important word for today because it's very usually used a lot in daily life. Yeah, and also 우리, this one. 우리 and 걸어가다. They are the two most important words today. Yeah. Okay. If you have any questions, please send me a Kakao Talk. I don't see any yet. So
Hello.
oh yeah. Hello, Gashu. Can you
Uh,
speak?
this is not Gashu, this is Uletao.
Uh-huh.
Actually, only Gashu is traveling, so two of us can talk.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Then,
and I have two questions before we move on.
mhm.
The first one is like, Pada, what is the difference between to receive?
Can you repeat your question?
I mean, Pada here is like ocean or sea, but to receive also Pada, right? Receive.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I understand. The 바다 that you're talking about is this one.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
Pachimi.
Yes, correct. There is a 받침. There is the below alphabet here, right? So 바다 is usually 받다, 받다. This is the stem verb that I told you about. Like from 받다, you get 받아. It changes. Like because
Mhm.
받아 here, you're using it in a conversation. That is why it is a pada. And then because the spelling is similar and then the pronunciation is similar, you might be confused. But you need to know
Okay,
that pada comes from 받다, which means to receive.
okay.
Huh?
And the next question,
Hmm.
like we said, koroka, right?
Yeah.
Like that, can we say koro oda or koroyo?
Mm, good question. Great question. So 걸어오다.
Mm.
Wow, I'm really surprised by your question. 걸어오다 means to walk here. To walk here. So usually, 걸어오다 is used by someone who is already at a certain location, and that person is telling you to come over here, to walk here, right? So usually 걸어가다, let's say like we're in a situation of A and B. 걸어가다 is A and B walking together to like a school, for example. That is 가다, to go. 가다. 가다 means to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
오다 means to come. So B is waiting for A. So B is telling A to walk here to my location. That is what 걸어오다 is, to walk here. So someone is waiting for you, and then that
Okay.
someone is telling you to come here by walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 걸어요? Oh, there's no space to write the notes. I'll just write it here. 걸어요?
Uh,
걸어요 is really kind of a romantic word sometimes, and it's also
mhm,
like used a lot of times in a conversation.
mhm,
걸어요 means let's walk together.
mhm.
Yeah. So usually 걸어요, we use it to kind of ask someone for a date. Or hey, maybe let's go on a date. Do you want to walk together? Something like this. Very romantic, right? Or usually, in a relationship between friend and friend or somebody that you don't know, it usually means let's just walk. Let's walk. Just like the literal meaning. This one,
Okay.
걸어요, romantic meaning is, hey, let's like go to movie, go to cafe, blah, blah, blah. But let's walk, this one, 걸어요, between friend and friend, it just means let's just not ride taxi, let's just not ride bus, but then let's just walk somewhere because it's closer and it's cheaper, right? Yeah, that is what 걸어요 is. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, so we kind of ran out of time. So I will kind of try to do it quickly. Yeah. So this one is 식당. The next word we're going to look at is 식당. 식당. So 식당. 식당 means restaurant. Restaurant. So where you eat, right? Where you eat food. And 식당, let's look at some related words or phrases. The first phrase we're going to look at is 식당에 가다. 식당에 가다. Can you try to repeat after me?
땅에 가다.
Good, good. This means to go to a restaurant. So again, you see 가다, right? 가다. I told you that 가다 means to go, right? To go. Yeah. So 식당 is restaurant and 가다 is to go. So combined, this means to go to a restaurant. The next word we're going to look at is 맛있는 식당. Can you follow after me?
마시는 식당.
Okay, good, good. This means delicious place, restaurant with delicious food. So this means like a restaurant with a really good food, like steak or pasta, some like really good food, right? Lobster. So that is what a 맛있는 식당 is. But the menu doesn't have to be really fancy like that, like steak. Even though it's like a really simple ramen, right? In Korea. If they have a really good food, like any type of food, then that 식당 is called 맛있는 식당, a place where you can expect good food. And usually Koreans say 맛집 for short. 맛집. Can you follow after me? 맛집.
맛집.
맛집. 맛집 is 맛있는 식당. Same meaning. But Koreans usually say this one. 맛집. So if like your friend in Korea asks you to go to 맛집, then yeah, they mean, hey, let's go to a restaurant where the food is really delicious. That is what 맛집 is. This is also really frequently used word. Every Korean uses this like about like 3 times in a day because breakfast, um, yeah, lunch, dinner, they always want to go to 맛집, Koreans. Koreans like eating a lot. So yeah, 맛집 is a really important word. I think maybe you should know. This is, I think, the biggest word that you need to know for today. Most important. Yeah. Another word is 유명한 식당. Can you follow after me?
유명한 식당.
Mhm. 유명한 식당 means famous restaurant. So 유명한 is famous. Famous. Yeah. 유명한 식당 is usually also 맛있는 식당, right? Because it's 유명해, because it's 맛있어, because it's tasty. Yeah. So 유명한 식당, we also say 맛집 for 유명한 식당. Yeah. So the words here, they are usually like really some words in a dictionary. But then I'm telling you these words because in Korea, we use these words in real life and we never use these types of words. Yeah. So yeah, you can just now remember that 맛집, 맛집 means 맛있는 식당 and 유명한 식당. That is what 맛집 is. Yeah. Okay. Another phrase that we're going to look at is 새로운 식당. Can you follow after me?
새로운 식당.
Uh-huh. This means new restaurant. New. 새로운 means new. New. Yeah. So it's just straightforward, right? 새로운 means new and 식당 means restaurant. That is why them combined together, it means new restaurant. Yeah. Okay, the last word that we're going to look at today with me is 맛있다. Can you follow after me?
맛있다.
Uh-huh. 맛있다 means to be delicious. So some related phrase is, can you follow after me? 밥이 맛있다.
밥이 맛있다.
This means the food is delicious, the meal is delicious. So usually like when you go to work or when you go to school, they provide you lunch, right? Lunch at cafeteria, right? And then Koreans, when the lunch is really tasty, we say, wow, 밥이 맛있다. 밥이 맛있다. Because the lunch today was really tasty and you went to like a 맛집 here and then the food was so tasty. So Koreans usually say 밥이 맛있다 to kind of express that something is really tasty, like a food. It's like an expression. Expression. Yeah. Okay, next word. Can you follow after me? 맛있는 음식. Okay. Good 예시. 맛있는 음식 means delicious food. Delicious food. So 맛있는, this is delicious. 음식 is food. Food. Yeah. So combined together, it means delicious food, right? Yeah. And next word we're going to look at is 맛없다. Can you follow after me? 맛없다?
맛없다.
맛없다 means not tasty. Not tasty. Bad taste. 없다 means no. No. There is no something something something. This is what 없다 means. 없다. So 맛 plus 없다 means there is no taste, right? There is no taste. This is the literal meaning, which means it tastes bad. It tastes bad. Yeah. Because here 맛있다, it means to be delicious. But the 맛 part, 맛 means taste. 맛 itself is taste. Yeah. So that is why 맛없다, literal meaning is taste. 없다, right? There is no taste. 없다 means there is no blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So 맛 plus 없다 means there is no taste, which means it tastes bad. Yeah. Until this point, do you have any questions? It was a very long lecture. And I think it might be kind of overwhelming for you guys. But yeah, I think today, I hope we had a meaningful class. Yeah, and you could learn a lot. Yeah, and if there are no questions, I'm going to hand over to James for James's lecture. And the Zoom is about to close, guys, so we will send you a new link. So please join us that new link. Okay, so
Thank you.
Like,
yeah, thank you guys, and yeah.
do they already have the link?